Welcome to S.L.A.M, Sex, Love, and a Misunderstanding, where we answer all of your love, sex, and relationship questions. Question number one comes from Miss Sharon out of Decatur, Georgia. And she asks, where are the good men? The ones that seem good are more feminine than me. Damn. First, let me apologize to my sisters on behalf of all black men and brothers all across the world. We've done a horrible job in the last 3 decades, if not longer, representing what manhood should be. We in a bad space, sisters. We in a bad space. And I just want to apologize because a lot of us aren't stepping up. There are those of us that do, but a lot of us have lost our way. You got men dressing and acting more feminine than women. You got women acting more masculine and dressing more masculine than men. Yeah, roles have been, it's bad out here. And I'm just telling y'all what the real is. It's bad. But we got to keep hope alive. Shout out to Jesse Jackson. But not really. But yeah, things are kind of rough out here. But to your question, there are good men out here, my sister. Again, I apologize. So you stay in Decatur. One of the things I'm always telling my clients, especially my single ladies, who say, I can't find a man here in Atlanta. You got to consider geography. You got to consider where you live. Because that's important. Where you live and how you and who you're around, the type and what's available to you and for you, says a lot. People don't move to Atlanta for relationships and love. They don't. They move here to have a good time, more importantly for careers, people who are driving, thriving, and want to be successful. That's why Atlanta is called Black Hollywood. It's not called Black Italy. It's not the place of romance. It's not where people come and say, oh my God, I'm going to find love in Atlanta. No, I had a couple that moved here a few years back from Wisconsin. And I said, why did you guys move here? Well, we wanted to first start like this. And I said to myself, this is not going to end well. A young couple, young black couple. And within 6 months, they were divorced. Because the level of excitement here for most people, especially if you come from a small city or rural area, and you come to Atlanta, it's a whole different life here. Thank God moving here. I'm from Chicago, and Atlanta, Atlanta's slower than the shot. So coming here wasn't a big adjustment for me. But again, people don't come to Atlanta for love. People come here for business and to have a good time. There are good men here in Atlanta, Sister Sharon, but you must be diligent in your search and you got to know where to go. I have a list that I'm going to actually DM to you. I got like 15 places where you can go find good men. You can, the potential is higher than the norm to find good men. Because ladies, I think a lot of times you're just shopping in the wrong place. Men aren't like Amazon packages. They just don't show up when you just pressing a few buttons. You got to put in some effort. You got to be in there, especially if you want a certain type of man. You got to be in the right space at the right time. You're like, oh, here are these men. Because there's a lot of brothers out here that's looking for good women. And the feminine part. Yeah, the way these brothers are dressing nowadays and the way they upkeep with their hair and their nails. And it's a lot. It's a lot. Ooh, it's a lot. And I don't knock with nobody. But it's weird for me when I see the dynamics, for example, if I see a woman driving a man around, they're married or they're a couple and the woman's doing all the driving. For me, the way I was raised, that's a masculine role. Like, I got to be in a position to protect you. I can't, in driving, I got to protect my family. I got to be in a position where, hey, I got us. Let me get us to point A to point B. You sit over here, you relax, you're the navigator. You help out in that component, make sure the kids are good. But I've been at the gas station. One of my books was written based off, I put up in a gas station. I was in S.L.A. and this beautiful sister getting out pumping gas and her dude in the passenger seat, sitting back, relaxing, bobbing his head to the music. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? So, but damn. And sisters, I know the brothers are bad, and I give us 80% of the blame. But 20%, I got to give back to y'all because y'all out here too rough. I mean, I understand strong and independent. I call it SIS, sis. Strong, you're independent, But where's the softness? Ladies, where's the softness? I understand you've gone through some stuff. But man, as a virile man, there's nothing sexier to me than a woman who exudes her femininity. Nothing sexier. And ladies, and y'all got to, like, I meet ladies that go out and it's interesting because their whole mindset is like, I had a sister went out and she was like, what's the football scores? And she was so adamant about showing me that she's down with the games like that. Baby, I'm not even down with the games like that. I mean, I love my Bears, love my Cubs, but I'm not a fanatic, so I don't get off like that. So ladies, you know, again, don't get outside of yourself to be somebody that you're not. If that's how you get down, that's fine. But most of y'all not into sports like that. And understand if you with a man that's not, because all men aren't, like, I'm not into sport. Like, I love sports, play baseball, even played overseas. Like, I love it, but I don't love it to that level. You know, where if I want a woman, hey, I don't give a damn about sports. They ain't paying me. So just understand that. So, but ladies, it's equivalent to if you with your girls and y'all watching a Lifetime movie and your man comes over and hops up in the middle of that, how would that make you feel? You know what I'm saying? It's probably gonna be kind of weird for you. You know, seeing your dude there with what amongst your girlfriends, you're gonna be like, the girl gonna be like, well, we can't really talk because your dude around. It's the same thing when the guys are together and you come and we watching ESPN or a game and you jump in and it's a room full of men. Like, we don't want you around. You know what I'm saying? Like you want that woman's gonna be like, hey, y'all need something, we good. No different than a man coming in and see you and your girls. People, we've gotten away from roles. And every couple is different, every dynamic is different. But understand what your role is as a virile man. Like, man, like, I don't want no hard ass woman. I'm tired of meeting women. You're shaking my hand. You shaking my hand like a man. Stop that. She's it. Stop it. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing sexy than a woman who does this when I reach to shake her hand. I was at Spellhouse homecoming and shook the sister's hand and I could see the veins popping out of her neck. She was trying to squeeze my hand so hard. So I asked her, I said, well, sister, why are you trying to shake my hand so hard? I said, I don't know how to grip you because, again, if it's a man, I'm going to go in and because it's a ram to a ram. Like, that's what men do. We go in and it's not like we got a purpose for, like, it's just the way we shake hands. But with a sister, I instantly turn that switch and be like, okay, let me go a little softer with this. You know, because I'm not trying to, break your hand. I'm not trying to let you know, like, yeah, I'm a man. So, and the sister said to me, well, I identify as masculine positive and shake my hand like you shake a man hand. I was like, interesting. I'm confused. It's so much going on. And I'm just one of those people, I keep it real. Like, I'm confused. It's too much going on. And people don't want to speak out about it. People don't want to say anything about it. It's gotten real weird, people. Where people who are walking, people like myself, you like, am I the weird one? Am I different? The hell no, I'm not. Like, people, hey, do what you do, but don't make people who are quote unquote the norm feel like they're the weird person or they're indifferent or like, identify people as a man or woman. Whatever you do, that's you. But I identify you as a man or woman because that's just the way I've been conditioned. I'm not about to ask you, what do you identify as? Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Oh, I can't do the pronouns. I'm a noun. I'm a damn man. I'm a king. I'm not a damn pronoun. But anyway, jumped off that, but I had to say that. So, Sister Sarah, I hope that helps. Consider geography again. Move to a different city. I've heard women say like, oh gosh, I was in Houston. I was in D.C. and I was in Seattle. And man, I got so much attention and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because it's different because man, it's just a different vibe. So consider geography when we talk about dating. Also for my men too, you feel like, because I had a sister tell me, well, it's different for y'all because there's so many women here in Atlanta. Quality versus quantity, my sister. Quality versus quantity. Let's get to question number 2. It comes from Brother Gerald out of Los Angeles. He says, does my size matter? Talking about his penis. I've been told I'm too small and now I'm insecure as a man. Gerald, the short of it, no, your size. Well, yes, it does. I'm sorry. Your size does matter. It matters in the fact that because you got to consider compatibility. It's all about who you're compatible with. For example, an average man's penis when erect is let's say 5¼ for 5.5 inches. When erect, that's the average. The average depth of a woman's vagina is 6 inches. That means how deep you can go without hitting the cervix or causing some challenges. So you have to find that woman that's compatible to you, well, with you. And that's, again, some women, their depth is deeper. Some men have gone deeper. Thus, that woman is accustomed to that. And you come along and it's like, and she just had 7 inches or 8. And you come along with 5. That's going to be weird for her. Then width makes a situation too. So again, how long it is, how wide it is, the circumference of the head, all those things matter. But it's all about being comfortable, being with the right woman, and saying you're right for her, and she's right for you. So it's not about having a 12-inch penis, because most women, 99% of them, can't handle a penis that big. If they do, they're gonna have some challenges afterwards internally. But you want to be with somebody you're compatible with, and and then don't feel insecure, dear brother. Just understand that you have to be with the right woman that complements your size. And then because I've been women who's like, yeah, they don't do well with with largeness. They do, it's like, well, adjustments. And sometimes, for example, with guys who are too big, you can only, you have to get a penis ring where and that means your penis can only go into this point, this certain point where, until, because that's all she can handle. So everything is about compatibility. It's like taking a screw in the nut, and everyone don't fit. It has to be something that's compatible, that not fits, as opposed to that doesn't fit. You know what I'm saying? So, you don't want to park a car in an airplane hangar. You want to park a car in a car garage, if you get my drift. So thank you, Brother Gerald. Hope that answers your question. Last question for the day comes from Miss Crystal out of, I'm sorry, Brother Gerald was out of Los Angeles. Miss Crystal out of Helena, Arkansas. All my Arkansas people. What's up, fam? I can't get past my ex. And when I do date, I'm filled with resentment and pain. Wow. I can't get past my ex, and when I do date, I'm filled with resentment and pain. Once you get out of a relationship and you know that you're not the best version of yourself, give yourself an opportunity to heal. What do most people do? They get out of a relationship that's bad, and then they immediately go to another relationship, thinking that's going to heal them. And in some cases, that's what works for you. That's what works for you. But in most cases, it goes bad, because that rebound is always going to be bad. In most cases, you want to give yourself time to heal, Miss Crystal, out of Helena, Arkansas. You want to give yourself time to heal. Don't go out there hurting other men they've done nothing to you, but because you got this pain inside of you, you want to give pain. And the rule of thumb is, don't allow your pain to change you. Again, don't allow your pain to change you. Be the best version of yourself. It's like going from one job to the next. Because this job didn't work out, you don't go to the other job with resentment and pain. You go there and give it your best shot, because you want to be received, and you want to excel at that job, because you want to get raises and you want to get bonuses, and you know what I'm saying, you want to be the best at what you do, and promotions. So Sister Crystal, take your time with this new dating process. I tell you, give yourself minimum 6 months just to heal, and then slowly but surely get back into the game. And you can't take what happened to you in this relationship with this guy and hold these other guys accountable. My ladies, y'all have this thing about all men, he's a man, all men are the same. But in the same breath, you say, I'm a woman, I'm different than any other woman you've ever met. How are you unique and special, but all men are categorized as the same? That's that BS. That's that BS right there. Every man is different, just like every woman is different. And I'm tired of hearing my sister say, oh, I got brothers, I know men. No, you know your brothers and your dad, or the men you've been around. You don't know me. And so stop that. Every person is different. Treat them accordingly. Get to know him or her as him or her, not people you've seen or dealt with in the past. Those are the questions. I want to go back to something with Brother Gerald out of Los Angeles. There's hope, my brother. If you feel like your penis is too small, scientifically stated, the penis continues to grow until we die. Every time you pee and you stretch that thing out, yeah, it gets a little bit bigger. As you get older, it gets bigger and bigger because it's loose tissue. So if you want to get a bigger penis, just give yourself time. But don't worry about the size, my brother. Worry about your performance. More importantly, worry about the woman that you're with and make sure the two of you are compatible. All right? Yo, I'm Dr. Tiy-E. It's been real on this December 25th. I hope you're enjoying this day. If I don't talk to you before then, which I probably will, Happy New Year to you. And just remember, always in life, people, it's about peace and love. If you don't got it, get it.